Okay, so now that we already have AutoFxK set up, we need to make sure that both the programs it requires, which is MetaTrader as well as ForexKiller, is version 3 or 4.12, doesn't really matter. Both those programs have to be open side by side. Right now I've got my MetaTrader platform open, and I need to make sure that I have ForexKiller as well, so I'm going to go into my folder, double click ForexKiller, get that up here. Okay, and once these two programs are up, it'll be a good idea for you to make sure that both of them are in tab order, which is, if I were to use Alt Tab, I should be able to switch between these two programs easily. Now, it's not necessary, but if you do have them in tab order, then it makes things a little easier for AutoFxK. Okay, so let's go ahead and test AutoFxK with the test shortcuts. The first one is Alt 0. Alt 0, when I hit Alt 0, what it's supposed to do is detect your MetaTrader account based on the number which is up there in the top left hand side. And what it'll also do is, as you notice, it tried clicking on the new chart button as well as the charts menu option. Now, this particular function is meant to help you to calibrate the mouse cursor. As you can see, the mouse cursor in this particular case is a little too high, so using the mouse offset, I would have to go ahead and push this down a little bit. Okay, so let's go ahead and quickly do that. Get into settings here, go into mouse offset, and what I want to do is I want to go ahead and bring that down to, say, about 7 or 8 should be good. That's the Y offset. The Y offset will push the cursor down. If it's a positive value, if it's a negative value, it'll pull it up. The same applies for the X offset. If you go ahead and you put in a positive value, then your cursor will be pushed to the right. If it's a negative value, it'll be pulled to the left. So let's save that, and let's try Alt 0 again and see how it works this time. Yeah, much better. It's definitely clicking right in the center of those options now, those buttons. Good. So Alt 0 is working fine, which means that AutoFxK has no problem detecting your MetaTrader platform. The good thing about AutoFxK is, depending on the account number you entered into the settings page, you could have a whole range of, or rather you could have multiple instances of MetaTrader opened up, and obviously because of the fact that each of those MetaTrader platforms would have different account numbers, AutoFxK will only trade on the MetaTrader platform which has the account number that you specified. So as of now, I'm just using one, just for the sake of demonstration. So let's try out the next test shortcut, which is Control 0. Now, Control 0 is meant to calibrate ForexKiller, so it's going to test for its present, and I'm hitting Control 0 right now. Perfect. So as you can see, what happened was that AutoFxK only detected ForexKiller. It also push the page up a bit, which is the additional Y offset that you'll notice inside of the mouse offset tab in the settings page, and it also clicked over here just for you to get an idea as to whether the mouse is reaching the right place or not, and it is perfectly, so you don't have to worry about adjusting the additional Y offset here. Okay, so now that these two test shortcuts, these basic test shortcuts are working, let's try trading, or rather testing AutoFxK with one trade. Now, in order to do that, you just have to hit Alt 5. What Alt 5 will do is it'll attempt to check the first chart that you had chosen in the Charts tab or inside of your settings page, and since we're using IBFX MetaTrader here, the first chart would be Euro USD. So let's see how that works. Alt 5. it'll automatically test to see whether the specified currency pair as well as their time period is available. If it isn't, it'll pull up that particular chart automatically, and then it'll even start to save the data from that chart into the temporary folder which was specified. That's what all 5 does. Okay, and once you're done with all 5, you can even test Control 5. Control 5 will basically test to see whether AutoFxK is interacting with Forex Killer properly, and all the information that was taken from MetaTrader will be used in Control 5 by Forex Killer. So let's check that out. Control 5. As you can see, what it'll do is AutoFxK will clear Forex Killer, choose the correct time frame, the correct currency pair, go ahead and put in the take profit and stop loss, and it'll even pull up the data file which we start from the Euro USD chart, and then it'll click calculate automatically. Once this is done, Forex Killer will go ahead and give you a short-term signal as well as the long-term signal. As you can see here, we have a buy for the short-term signal and a sell for the long-term signal. Since both of them are not matching, a trade will not be placed. Okay, so you've seen how Alt 5 works and how Control 5 works. So you can combine both of them together as Control Alt 5, and what it'll do is it'll run through this entire single loop.